Welcome to JoffreyYoga.com. This is a short 15-minute sequence and we're going to target your hips. Let's begin in child's pose. I'll meet you there. Quick review for child's pose. You have a few options. Big toes together is not an option. That's just the one piece that stays the same. Your options are with your knees. You can bring them together or you can take them wide. Knees wide for the purpose of this class because it does target your hips. If you need to give a little bit more love to your low back, you can definitely do that as well, and have the knees together. Bring the forehead down. I'm going to set my timer so that I don't go over and get lost in my own practice. That's why I don't always demonstrate, because then I just lose track of your practice and I just get focused on mine. All right, wiggle it out a bit through your low back. You can roll the forehead side to side a few times. Arms can be straight or relaxed, your choice. Then a couple of those nice deep exhales out your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. Start to smooth out your breathing. You can always stack your hands underneath your forehead. I'm going to do that just so that my voice is a little bit clearer in the mic. And then if breathing through your nose is not available for you for any reason, I'm filming this class during springtime and I have a little bit of allergies going on. So if you're stuffy, then definitely just breathe in and out through your nose. But I'd love for you to just soften here, close your eyes, and settle in for 5 more breaths. Beautiful. When you finish your 5th breath, you're just going to start to, in your own time, make your way to downward facing dog. Right? There's no rush. Being that this is a video class, you can definitely just take a look at me. I'm practicing along with you. If you're concerned about where we actually are, know that you're not here to copy my form, right? How it looks in my body is going to be very different than how it looks in your body. And I can tell you that from 6 years of teaching 10 plus classes a week around the city and watching students' bodies move. No two people have the same looking downward dog. Right, a little bit of movement can be nice. I typically start my classes like this in the same order: child's pose, a little downward dog, and then we're going to bring our big toes together here, bring the knees to your mat, and then sit back onto your heels with your heels lifted. So we'll get into a toe squat. And just over the years, I found that, having this type of an opening to class is super important. The soles of your feet are connected to every energy center in your body. So if we want to stretch the hips, if we want to stretch the back, anywhere we want to stretch, we got to check in with the feet first. Make sure the feet are not locked up, right? In yoga, we're trying to get the energy to flow more smoothly throughout our entire body. So it's important we spend time on these little areas. Right, go ahead and untuck your toes, sit back onto your heels. Just a nice little stretch for your ankle joints here. And we'll add in cat-cow movements. You can take your arms wide into an into a cactus shape. You're bent at your elbows. And you'll lift your chest up, take a deep breath in. And then you'll exhale, reach your hands forward, round your spine, look down towards your belly button. Right, inhale to open your heart, look up if that's comfortable. Exhale, reach your hands out in front of you, interlace the fingers, pull your rib cage back as you reach your arms forward. Nice stretch for the back. Good, one more time, inhale. And an exhale. Linger at the end of the exhale here for a moment. Good, release the hands down and come to tabletop. So from tabletop, just take a moment to align shoulders over wrists and your hips over knees. And then you're going to step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, right? And you can stay right here. If you want to go a little bit deeper into the stretch, you can walk your left knee back a few inches. But again, just a gentle stretch here for your hips. And then take an inhale, lift your heart forward. Stay for the exhale. Good. Bring your right elbow down, down, down as much as you can towards your right ankle. Take an inhale. Exhale. Maybe get a little lower. And then inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Look up at your right hand. Take a breath here. Good, and then bring your right hand down. Step your right foot back, and we'll switch. Left foot comes forward. And just settle into a gentle lunge here. You can always bring a face cloth or a towel underneath your right knee. If you don't have any yoga blankets or yoga props at home, towels work just fine. Okay, and then you're going to bring your elbow down, 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 as close as you can. I can get it to touch, but that's not important, right? Wherever you can get it is just fine. Okay, and then on your next inhale, you'll open up for your twist. Look up to your left hand. Take just one full cycle of breath here. Nice. Hand comes down. And we're going to step back to plank pose. Right? From plank pose, you can keep your knees up or down. And you're just going to lower slowly all the way down. The slower you lower it, the more strength you build. Untuck your toes. Lift your chest for one tiny cobra. Deep breath in. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your time. Set it up. Just your second one of the day. So if you got to pedal it out a bit, you can. When you're ready to find stillness, go ahead and do that. We are going to do the same sequence we just did, but from downward facing dog. If you prefer to do it from tabletop, you can do it from tabletop. Go ahead and step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Keep the back knee lifted. Take an inhale, bring your right elbow down towards your right ankle. And then exhale, twist the right arm up. Good. Back to downward facing dog. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Inhale, bring your left elbow down, 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 down. Exhale, open up and twist. Excellent. Back to downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower through a flow. Come down to your mat, lower slowly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Notice what you notice. Take a few breaths. Look to your hands when you're ready. Slow, slow, slow. You'll walk your feet all the way up to your hands. And we're going to fold at the top. Take your feet wide today. Right? Again, focusing on the hips. Take your feet as wide as your mat. And then with your knees bent, try to get all 10 fingertips to touch your mat. If you like, you could even choose to go feet wider than your mat. So just framing your mat with your feet. Then you're going to bend the right knee and the left knee back and forth. Just a couple times. You can wiggle through your tail. Nod your head, yes and no. And then when you are ready, grab opposite elbows and fold forward. Just ragdoll. Release the hands to your shins. Hands press into the shins. Heart lifts forward. Spine lengthens. Take a breath in. And exhale, fold. Keeping the feet wide. Press to stand. Reach the arms up. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, fold forward all the way back down. Release the hands. Let your head go. Hands to your shins. Inhale to lengthen your spine. And exhale to release down. Good. Press to stand. Reach up. Look up. Again, keeping the feet wide. We'll keep flowing. Exhale. Lower all the way down. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale. Fold. Inhale to stand. Arms reach up. Big stretch. Exhale, ride your breath all the way down. Smoothing out breath and movement together. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Press up to stand, arms reach up. Good. Exhale, fold forward. I think this is round 4. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Last one. Press to stand, reach the arms up. Big breath in. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Good. Heel toe your feet back onto your mat. But you're still going to keep your feet relatively wide, maybe at least shoulder width distance. Turn your toes out to 10 and 2. Bend your knees, and you're going to come into your squat. I'm going to brush some of the hair out of my way. So for your squat, if you have a block, you can sit on a block underneath your tail. I had to sit on a block for 3 years. That's one of my favorite stories to tell, because it takes some time to bring this range of motion back into our bodies from years of sitting in chairs, on desks, at desks rather, and from years of Netflix and chill days. You're in your squat, you're trying to lengthen your spine as much as you can. Hands will come towards heart center as best you can. Close your eyes and see if you can take 5 deep breaths here. I like to squeeze the glutes a little bit too and feel engaged through my legs, through my lower body, and through my core. And as gracefully as you can, you are going to bring your hands down behind you and lower your butt down. Extend the legs out, give them a little bit of a shake. Okay, more hips, butterfly pose. Bring the heels together, right? Bring the heels in towards your groins as best you can. And you're going to sit up tall. Sit up tall, 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 tall. Take your hands to the backs of your forearms rather, in front of your shins, and just press and lengthen your chest forward. And then actively press your heels into one another and try to sit up as tall as you can. If you feel like your hips are rolling backwards, sitting up on a block or a cushion can really help. Go ahead and set yourself up so that you can sit up a little higher if that's going to bring some more comfort. And then take any little movements that you need in your body. I want you to hold still. Eventually, come to stillness. Close your eyes. Take 5 deep breaths. Even squeeze your glutes here. Feel active through your core. Press your heels into one another, creating that connection between left side and right side. Feel your low back press in and up. Good. To come out of the pose, bring your hands to the outside of your knees. Gently draw them together. And you're going to just make sure you have enough room behind you so that you can lie down and bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a sweet, sweet squeeze. And then just a 2-minute rest here to close out our practice. Place your feet down, knees together, heel toe the feet as wide as your mat. You can bring your hands down beside you, palms face up. Just take a moment here to catch your breath, to settle into stillness. And just let that little bit of work sink in. If you have the time and the space to be here longer, please feel free to do so. I'm definitely going to do that. You can always set a timer if you have an Apple Watch or any kind of fitness tracker that has a timer for 5 or 10 minutes. This is the best, most powerful, most beneficial yoga pose you can do. If you have the space for 10 minutes, I highly encourage it. Thank you so much for choosing to practice. Have a great rest of your day.